Okay, in this video, we're going to set up the midterm. What's going to be different about this midterm is that you've got to give it a score, and then we'll return the value passing or failing. So that's the goal with this, okay? But now there's input coming in that we're going to respond to. So let's do another URL. We'll do app get. Based on what I have there, let's call it midterm. This also takes an anonymous function with two parameters, re. In fact, I always try to write the function first. So this is an anonymous function as of right now with no parameters. Let's add in some parameters, of course, req, res, and then here we will type in our logic, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to say here, let's input score, and we're going to ask the request object for some information. We're going to ask it for a query, and that query is going to be named score. This will represent a value that we're going to put in the URL, meaning that here we're going to type in midterm question mark score, let's say is equal to 90. So I'll copy that and put that here. This represents the midterm is here, and the score that we're going to grab is from here. This will then put the 90 here, and now you'll have access to the 90. Okay. Now I want to show you something really quick. Let's do a res right now, and we're going to do JSON, and we're going to say here input score, because this is the variable here. So this represents the score that came in. Let's save it. Make sure you save it. And the way I know things are not saved, if I see a circle here. So make sure you don't see a circle here. Let's break the server for a second. Let's do a node index again. And let's run this. Notice I have input score here. And what you should notice is, if you're looking at the JSON, notice that it's a string. When you're getting data from the outside world in the URL, in most languages I've noticed that it's a string. So your first job is, if it's a different data type, you have to convert it to a different data type. So we know this, of course, we want this to be a number. It should be like a float. Okay. So on the next line, what I'll do is I'll take that same variable, because I can get away with this in JavaScript. And you couldn't do this in Java, where you can convert it to a different data type and put it into the same variable. And I'm going to say here, parse float input score. Now this should be a float. Let's break the server again. I'll do Control-C, clear the screen, run it again. And now if I execute it, now notice that 90 is now a float, or just a number at least that we can use. Now we'll have the power to do an if statement against it to see if it's passing or failing. Okay. Or, I can, in fact, let's go further than that. Let's see if this person is, let's see if the person is passing or failing for right now. That's the goal. So in the next video, we'll attack that portion.